Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be drawing some Adventure Time characters because it's one of my favorite shows and I'm obsessed. And that's the only reason. It's very self-indulgent, but I know people also like it, so here we are. I hope you can also enjoy it. Obviously, as you can see, the first one I am drawing is Finn. He is my favorite character because I have this thing where I only hyperfixate and obsess over the main characters, especially if they're male. It's not very common for me to obsess over characters who are female for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. Then I'm also drawing Huntress Wizard and Flame Princess and Marceline because I can. There's not really any reason why I chose these characters, I just felt like drawing them. And they also are the most fun to draw, I think. So first, when I draw in my sketchbook, this is an Ohuhu bleed-proof sketchbook. I use a fine liner. I like to use the Copic ones, but you can use whatever one you want, just as long as you make sure it doesn't bleed when you put the marker over it, because some don't, like they reactivate when you put marker over it. Don't do that. Make sure you get one that won't bleed when you put ink on top of it. I've been a fan of Adventure Time since, I think, 2023, I want to say. I didn't watch it as a kid. I mean, it started airing on TV when I was only 5, so I would have been terrified of the show. I probably wouldn't have been able to watch it anyways. So I wasn't able to watch it until we had Hulu. And I was like 18, 19 years old. But I'm not complaining. I think it was a perfect time of my life for me to start watching it. And I hyperfixated on this show for like about a year, which is a really long time for me. Don't ask me how many times I have rewatched the show, because I have no idea. But I also do this thing with shows like that's a lot of the time the episodes aren't correlated. A lot of them are just, this happens, next episode, completely unrelated. So when a show is like that, I rewatch random episodes at a time, not really in order sometimes. Or I'll skip through different seasons to watch my favorite episodes over and over again. Which, by the way, I love that deer episode so much. No one can hear you. Best episode, I swear. And the Islands miniseries. It was a bit rushed at the end, I admit. I wish we could have gotten more Islands miniseries. Maybe just like a couple more episodes. That would have been amazing. But either way, I still am obsessed with that miniseries. I think that's season 7, which I think is also my favorite season. Or is it 8? I don't know. But yeah, Finn is definitely my favorite character, and I am obsessed with Fintress because I drew them together. And by the way, just because I drew Marceline and Flame Princess together does not mean I ship them. Okay, that's not the reason. I just wanted to draw them. Okay. Oh, and I thought that I would do the orange line art for Flame Princess's hair because it is technically made out of fire. So I felt like the black outline would have stood out too much and it would have looked a little weird. Also, I'm still working on camera angles with my tripod and my phone because I have to film with my phone. I don't have a camera or a suitable tripod. I mean, it's nice, but it's difficult to get the proper angles. I say proper like I'm British. I'm American. Anyway, it's just a fun word. I also like to say brilliant. It's brilliant. Anyways. But yes, please ignore the multitude of camera angles that can be seen in this video. I am working on it. technical difficulties are trying to be resolved. We will see when that actually does be resolved. And now on to the coloring. I know it looks weird at first with these markers, but I promise it is just because they are wet. As you can see, it's already drying. When you put marker that is light colored onto this bleed-proof paper, it like soaks in and has to dry before you can see the true color of the marker. So every time I paint really pale skin tones, I'm like, ugh, that looks horrible. But then you wait a minute and you're like, oh, okay, I see. I just had to wait. Also, I love drawing thin arm right here. I need to draw more metal, I think, because I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of made it up. I didn't even look at a reference, except the reference that I made during my hyperfixation of Adventure Time. I drew like multiple variants of Finn's arm because I was that obsessed, and I was like trying to figure out what his arm realistically would have looked like. Oh yeah, sorry, if you haven't seen Adventure Time yet, I apologize, that's kind of a spoiler. Oh well. You will have to see how it happens. Good luck. Try not to cry. I forgot what I was talking about, but anyway, I am using Ohuhu and Copic markers for this drawing. These are the only brands that I have. Oh no, look at that, there's Prismacolor. And I spoke too soon. I also remember I have Spectra, I think is what it's called. Spectra marker? I don't know. They're okay. Prismacolor is pretty good. I like the size of the chisel nib because it's like a little bit bigger than all the other marker nibs around. And it's really nice to use as backgrounds or just a huge swath of color. They're pretty nice, but they smell. I don't know what it is about Prismacolor markers, but they smell so bad. Prismacolor, please make a non-smelly marker. Anyway, so the other day, or week, I went on Depop and I searched Adventure Time figures, and I found old figurines from like 2014 or something. One of them is McDonald's. No, actually, I think they're all McDonald's. There's two Finns. There's two Finns and a Jake, but like the Minecraft Jake, when they did that Minecraft episode that for some reason isn't on any streaming service. I have that, and then I also have this Ice King thing, and he's holding his penguins, and he's on this like ice throne. I don't know what that's from, but I'll put it on screen, and then if anyone can identify where that came from, I don't know if it's McDonald's, I have no idea. It doesn't say McDonald's on there, but it's cool. I like it. I also have the Thrilljoy, I think is what it's called, Finn figurine from Hot Topic, because he is probably my favorite character ever. I would go as far as to say he's my favorite character ever, other than my OC Eve, and anyone who knows me personally will nod in acceptance with that statement, because I have drawn Eve so many times, it's ridiculous. But that is also what happens when you hyperfixate on a character since you were 13 years old. But Finn is my favorite fictional character that actually exists in the fictional world, and not just outside of my brain. But he's the best. I love him. He's just such a guy. He's such a lad. Because he starts out as this child, and then now he is a grown man. I don't know what to do. Yes, I have seen Fiona and Cake. My boy needs therapy so bad. He can't catch a break. My son. I'm just happy that he can get some sort of happiness now. Hopefully. I need another season of Fiona and Cake, and I need more Fintress. Like, a lot, because I love them so much. If you have not seen Fiona and Cake, what are you doing? Go. Watch it. It's on Max. It's on Max. And if you are a student like me, you can get it for like $6 instead of, I don't know, $13 or whatever it is normally. Trust me, it's worth it. Go there just for Fiona and Cake. I love it. Sure, they might have some issues here and there, but I don't really care. Honestly. When it's one of my favorite shows of all time, sometimes I just watch it and I'm like, this is what I needed. I love it. By the way, this entire voiceover is completely unscripted. I'm just saying the first thing that comes to mind right now. I'm alone in my room. It's like 85 degrees outside and it started getting windy out of nowhere. I don't want it to be 85. My mom said the other day that at her work, some of the other teachers were like, don't you love this weather? Because it was like 80 something degrees and she's like, I love this weather. And my mom is like, no. What are you talking about? You're crazy. My entire family, we don't really like heat very much. We live in Colorado. It's abnormally hot this year. Thanks climate change. Screw AI data centers. Apparently some people like the heat. If you're one of those people, good for you. I am not one of those people. My goal is to move to the mountains so I never have to feel more really hot temperatures anymore. Okay? That's my goal. People in Phoenix, are you okay? Okay, at the time of making this voiceover, I'm looking at Phoenix's, Arizona, forecast, and it's all 90s, and the other day, I know it was in the hundreds, so, my prayers for you guys, that you don't melt. In Death Valley, it's 101. Here's a fun fact about me. On my weather app, I have a ridiculous amount of cities from across the world, and just because I can. I love looking at it. Like, for example, Nairobi in Kenya is 62 degrees right now. I bet you really needed to know that information. So for the outfits you see here that they're wearing, I went to look at their actual canon outfits and all the different designs they have, and my goal was not to replicate one outfit. I wanted to kind of make my own version and see if I could come up with my own design that's similar to things that already exist. I know Marceline's probably like the most similar because I did take like real life, it's not a real show. It is, okay. Like for Marceline, I did take real examples from her outfits from the show and kind of put my own twist on it. But all the other ones are more my creation. I mean, with Finn, there's only so much you can do. Shorts and a t-shirt and shoes, I'm like, okay. But I did change around his hat a bit differently than I normally draw it. I don't usually draw it in that way. I usually do it more as like, I don't know how else to say it other than like a headscarf, but it's not. It's like, I don't know, I'll put a picture on screen. I don't know how to describe it. And again, sorry for these funky angles, but that's all I got right now, okay? I'm working on it. I have a collection of the Adventure Time comics. I love them so much. They're so funny. I don't know if they're canon, but they're at least fun to read. I do not have my favorite though. My favorite is season 11, which is not a season, it's a comic that takes place right after the events of season 10, aka the finale. And I don't know if it's 100% canon, but I don't really care because that's what it is to me. It is 100% canon. And I love it so much because it gives that closure of what happened to them after the finale, and I love it. It's so good, but I can't find it anywhere. Ever. I can't find it. Oh, it's really hard to find, and if I do find it, it's like way expensive, and I'm cheap. I think paying $20 for a book is a lot, and I'm a bookworm. I'm that cheap. But to be fair, most of the books I get are used, or I have a coupon or a gift card, so this is just the way I am, and that's okay. You can spend a bunch of money on books, or you could be really cheapy. You can be either way you want, and that's fine. By the way, I have to mention this. If you are watching this YouTube video and you're thinking, wow, maybe I should watch Adventure Time, let me tell you one thing you should not do. Watch the snail episode. I hate it so much. If you have seen the show, you probably know what I'm talking about. But it's in season 1, I believe, and I hate it so much. Like, most of the show, amazing. It's the best thing ever. This one episode, I hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable. It's just, I don't know what they were thinking when they made it. I really wish they never would have made that episode. I don't think there's another show out there where I'm like, wow, this episode right here, I hate that. But the rest of the show, I love it. I can't really think of another show where I have that opinion as well. But I just, snail episode. But all the other ones are great. I love the finale. I love Islands. I love No One Can Hear You. And a bunch of others I'm forgetting right now. But it's so fun. By the way, the other day, I was watching, or listening to technically, an hour-long video essay about Finn while I was drawing him in my sketchbook. Top 10 experience, by the way. So one way I love to finish off a sketchbook page is by putting little stickers all over it. It's very fun. I've been doing this for quite a while. I highly recommend, by the way. I got the stickers that you see on screen at Daiso. Thank the Lord for Daiso. It is one of man's best creations. Thank you, Japan. Thank you for coming to America. I'm so happy. There's one so close to my house, and it's so convenient. It's a little dangerous how close it is to my house. But that's fine. I have lots of stickers now. They're awesome. Highly recommend going to Daiso if you have not been and there is one by your house, or if you are visiting an area and there's a Daiso. I haven't been to Miniso, but I really want to. Also, I felt like Huntress just was too light. It kept bothering me while I was drawing the rest of the spread. I kept looking back at her and I was like, she's too light. It just does not look good, so I went back. I don't know if I'm happy with the colors yet still, but it's better than it was. Oh well. It's fine. I like her pose. Colors are questionable. We'll leave it at that. And then I did this stamp of the date that I drew this, and then it was done. Here's the review.